Right, well, here we are. We have just ascended quite a walk, quite a hike. There's the cars in the distance. You can see there's a bit of a goat path leading us up to, well, something quite special. A hidden village. Very hidden, in fact. Two walking companions, Richard and Richard. How are you doing, gents?
Very well. Wondering how we get down.
Hey?
Wondering how we get down.
Oh, well, on our arses, basically. Hope you're not wearing your best shorts. You'll be torn to shreds by the end of this. You see the wall up there? So that's the start of the hidden village. Let's continue.
Whew. Soften the foot.
Nice little view there. Some old farm terraces. A Wadi dry riverbed. Whew. My heart is pounding. Right. Shall keep my eyes on the track. Hopefully. Whatever we're filming will stay in focus. What we're looking for here are the tracks that the goats leave. Obviously, they instinctively know the most energy efficient way to get up and down these mountains. So there's the start of this village.
10 more meters.
So you can see there, second big wall. Whew. So we've got to keep going. It was going to be a little bit flatter here, but it isn't. Just push on. So that's where we've come up from. Obvious problem is you get back down there. Right. On.
I can hear my phone dialing. I'll pause. Switch it off, I think.
"10:26 in the morning. Cloud cover's lovely. Temperature's maybe 25. Not really humid. There was a bit of a breeze. It's deserted us now, though, unfortunately. Right, let's have a look ahead. This way. Now, this village, I stumbled across about 20 years ago. Random walk in the mountains. Came to it. Can't be seen on Google Earth. I've checked. So as far as I'm concerned, this is my little secret. We are nearing the terraces. Oh, right. There you go. Hidden village. Wow. This looks like farm and terrace. Or is this a fort? Or is it just a farming community? Was it a little city, town? None of us know. Was it inhabited 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 4,000 years ago? We don't know. So I'm gonna have to, just for a second, put this down. In fact, we'll pause the video. I'm going to climb over this wall. I can't do it one-handed. So we'll be back in a second. So we just come over the wall here. This is the... Let me just recenter this. There we go. This is the village. There's Richard and Richard discussing who lived here, when did they live here, what did they do, how did they get water, all that sort of stuff. As you can see, the village is expansive. This is quite a large flat terrace, about the size of a five-a-side football pitch court. And then you've got the buildings, homesteads or ghost parlours or whatever there might have been, fortifications possibly, all the way up the side of the mountain to a point. A couple of high points there. I mean, what's interesting now, some of them just seem so inaccessible. You wonder whether they've been stairways or staircases shaken down by earthquakes or anything like that. So this is a lovely December day, perfect for this type of exploration. Nice cool weather, low winter sun. There's some, maybe that was a fox trap that's collapsed. A little bit of wall there. And then this is quite cool. The cave with a big stone lintel. There you go. Now I find it difficult to believe that this rock here was placed there, because it would probably weigh hundreds of tons. So if you have a look here, the face of this cliff face, there's a lot of rocks that have slipped down. You can see there as well, look, if I focus in on that far valley, you can see the same sort of thing. Earthquake or just weathering loosens the rocks, huge boulders come crashing down. And this one here is embedded in the terrace, and they made it into a goat farm or goat hut or homestead, or who knows. One thing that Richard just mentioned, the impressive thing is, if you sort of strip away everything that we're looking at, there's no evidence of modern life here at all, other than this. Let me show you. One thing that I spotted, and the only one thing, is there. It's a plastic bottle cap. Ugh. What's it say there? Kmore, my old Kmore. So water, my is water, moi. Ras Al Khaimah water. Richard Denner, Richard Marlsey. Only evidence of modernity up here is this. A bottle cap from a company that no longer exists.
Plastic, huh?
Moi Ras Al Khaimah.
I'll see, get everywhere.
Yeah, oh well, you're right. It could have been blowing there, I suppose, but or maybe a bird dropped it. Oh, could be that. Anyway, plastic, eh? Isn't it great? Let's take you on a little tour. So we've had a look at the goat shed. This is a smaller terrace. Looks like a farming terrace again. A perimeter wall. If you were to go over the wall, well, it would be a mess. That's for sure. That's not the way down today. So yeah, this is a smaller terrace. Some of it there's collapsed in, collapsing down. Another large boulder. I guess you just got to assume that it rolled down from somewhere up there, probably. So the wall a little bit collapsed at this point, and then whoa, a couple of footsteps up. Yeah. We're back on the main terrace looking up at the village again, so that's it. I'm going to pause videoing there. Another smaller terrace here as well. And now way down, I think we'll be down the middle. That's how we usually get down. And as Richard has already mentioned, with some degree of trepidation we think about getting down from here. It was a tough walk up. Here he comes, squadron leader Dennis. We've been out checking for cave paintings, hieroglyphs, pagan temples. Anyway, let's just enjoy the peace, quiet and a bit of serenity. Signing off from Ras Al Khaimah's hidden village.